him in from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got some. And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
79 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In motion, the tight end. From the 38, Rodgers. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rodgers now on first down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
To throw is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This is to the former Packer, Randall Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. And the slot man goes in motion left. On play action, now Rodgers. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, one swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Rodgers now to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And again, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rodgers going to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the center receiver in motion to the right. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Rodgers again now. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
An inside give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's complete right side to Lazard. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the plan. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. In motion, the tight end. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, this to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
26.
Rodgers going to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Ready?
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. Pass complete, Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Rodgers to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Watson making the catch. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Hey, 88, hey, take 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Lazard now on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran